You're over 60, feeling great, and taking your daily vitamins for better health. But what if one of those healthy habits could silently be setting you up for a stroke while you sleep, with no warning, no pain? This isn't about smoking or a bad diet. It's about certain vitamins you might be taking right now. As a brain doctor, I've seen too many seniors wake up unable to move, speak, or balance, their bodies giving up overnight because of a silent culprit. In this video, I'll reveal 5 common vitamins, including D, E, B6, A, and niacin. That could be dramatically increasing your risk of brain damage, especially if you're over 60. If you've ever taken any of these, this information could genuinely save your life. Stay tuned, because your daily supplement might be doing more harm than good. This is Mr. Senior Health, and we're here to bring you honest, science-backed health advice specifically for seniors. Asterisk, the hidden danger of vitamin D. A silent stroke trigger asterisk. Let's start with a surprising one. Vitamin D praised for strong bones, improved mood, and immune support. This sunshine vitamin can silently turn your sleep into a time bomb. I've seen it happen, like with Mr. Trump, a 70-year-old retired Navy veteran. Every morning, he took a 10,000 IU vitamin D capsule, believing he was protecting his bones. What he didn't know was he was accidentally driving his body straight towards a medical nightmare. One morning, his wife found him disoriented, unable to speak, and his right arm lifeless, an overnight stroke. Tests revealed sky-high calcium levels, stiff arteries, and blood pressure surging like a roller coaster. The hidden villain. Vitamin D toxicity. Asterisk, here's the science they don't tell you. Too much vitamin D, especially without medical guidance, causes calcium to flood your bloodstream. Your body, confused and overwhelmed, starts depositing that calcium into your arteries, leading to stiff, narrowed blood vessels that become prime highways for blood clots heading straight to your brain. The worst part? There are no warning signs. You go to sleep feeling perfectly fine and wake up unable to speak, walk, or even move. This is particularly dangerous for seniors because, as we age, our arteries already lose their natural elasticity. Add common issues like dehydration, poor sleep, and nighttime calcium spikes, and you've created a perfect storm for a stroke while your body lies helpless in bed. Asterisk, most over-the-counter vitamin D supplements sold in the US contain 5,000 IU, or even more. And people take these every day, thinking more is better. But research shows that even 2,000 IU a day can be excessive if you're not vitamin D deficient. Let me make this clear. If you're taking vitamin D, especially in combination with calcium or heart medications, you must get your blood levels checked regularly and never take it at night. If you're currently using vitamin D, drop a D in the comments below. Let's open this conversation because the truth can save a life. Asterisk. Vitamin E, the blood-thinning trap that can cause brain bleeds. Asterisk. If this shocks you or makes you think twice, hit that like button so others can find this warning too. Anywhere, because the next vitamin on this list is one most people take for heart health. But in seniors, it can do something even worse than a blood clot. It can make your brain bleed. I'm talking about vitamin E. You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Vitamin E is good for your heart, trusted by millions, especially seniors hoping to boost circulation, memory, or skin. Asterisk, but here's what the labels never tell you. When combined with common heart medications, high-dose vitamin E silently thins your blood until a fragile artery in your brain gives out. The next thing you know, you're in the emergency room with a brain hemorrhage. Let me tell you about Mrs. Emily Johnson, 78. She had a heart valve condition and was prescribed warfarin, a common blood thinner. Her doctor monitored her closely. Her blood tests were perfect, blood pressure stable. Then one day, flipping through a magazine, she saw an ad for a natural vitamin E supplement, 800 IU per capsule. It sounded healthy. I thought it would help my memory, she told me. 3 weeks later, she was vomiting, dizzy, and screaming with a severe headache. She was rushed to the hospital. A CT scan revealed a hemorrhagic stroke, not from a fall, not from high blood pressure, but because of vitamin E plus warfarin, a mixture that made her blood too thin to clot. A tiny blood vessel in her brain burst. And life as she knew it changed forever. Asterisk, this is the scary part. Most people don't realize high-dose vitamin E acts like a natural blood thinner. So if you're already taking aspirin, Plavix, or warfarin, and then add high-dose vitamin E, you're stacking the odds against your brain. Small hemorrhage inside, especially in the brain, can erase your memory, paralyze half your body, or end your independence overnight. The recommended daily dose for seniors is only 15 milligrams, which is about 22 IU. But walk into any pharmacy and you'll see bottles with 400, 800, even 1000 IU per capsule, with no warning for people on medications. So, if you're taking any heart or blood pressure medications, do not add a new supplement without talking to your doctor. If you're currently using vitamin E, drop an E in the comments. Your story might be the one that helps someone else stop and reconsider. Vitamin B6. The silent destroyer of your nerve cells. Do you think brain bleeds are scary? What comes next might be even worse. Millions rely on the next vitamin for nerve support, hoping for clarity and energy. But behind the label is a hidden threat, one that can silently destroy your nerve cells one by one with damage that, in many cases, can't be undone. It's vitamin B6. Asterisk, I'll never forget the case of Mr. Michael Anderson. 76. He came to see me complaining of numbness in his feet, a crawling sensation in his hands, an increasing loss of balance. At first he assumed it was just age catching up to him, but then he started to fall. The first fall, he blamed on a slippery floor. The second, he worried. The third time, he hit his head hard on the bathroom floor, and that's when no one could ignore it anymore. I reviewed the vitamins he was taking, and the problem became clear. For over a year, he'd been using an online brain support supplement. Each tablet contained 100 milligrams of vitamin B6. He took 2 a day. That's 200 milligrams daily, more than 10 times the safe limit for someone his age. Asterisk, what scared me most is this. Unlike some vitamins that flush out in your urine, vitamin B6 accumulates in your body over time. And in older adults, it can erode the protective coating around your nerves, like stripping the insulation off a live wire. The result? Numbness, muscle weakness, tremors, loss of balance, even memory loss. And the most dangerous part is how, slowly, the symptoms appear. Many people mistake it for arthritis, aging, or early dementia, but in reality, it's vitamin B6 toxicity, a slow, preventable form of nerve damage caused by a pill that was intended to help. Asterisk, Michael was lucky. It caught it in time. Damage didn't progress, but it also didn't reverse. He now walks with a cane, and I still remember the look in his eyes when he said, "I just wanted to help my brain."
Ow.
I didn't know I was hurting it. Here's the reality. Older adults only need about 2 to 10 milligrams of vitamin B6 daily, and most of that comes from food. But many so-called brain boosters on the market contain 50, 100, even 200 milligrams per capsule. So if you're taking any supplements labeled nerve, brain, or energy, read the labels carefully. Don't let something you trust is helping your brain turn into the very thing that's slowly stealing your ability to walk, move, or think clearly. If you've ever taken vitamin B6, or know someone who has, type B6 in the comments to raise awareness. And please share this video. You might save someone close to you from irreversible harm. Vitamin A. The false brain tumor trigger. Asterisk. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, at least vitamin A must be safe. It's just for vision, right? Hold tight. What's next might shock you more than anything you've heard so far. Asterisk, let me tell you about someone I'll never forget, Mrs. Eleanor Hayes, a vibrant 79-year-old. She loved reading, gardening, and living independently. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, came headaches, blurred vision, and strange dizziness. Slurred speech followed. Her daughter rushed her to the ER, fearing a stroke. But scans revealed something totally unexpected. No blood clot, no bleeding. Instead, her brain was under intense pressure. The cause? Vitamin A toxicity. Asterisk for over 5 years. Eleanor had been taking a high-dose supplement for her skin and vision. 10,000 EU of vitamin A every single day. Here's the critical piece. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means it doesn't get flushed out in your urine like vitamin C or B. It accumulates in your liver, your fat tissues, even your brain. And as we age, our livers become slower at clearing it out. That buildup happens faster than you think. And when levels get too high, it can cause a terrifying condition called pseudotumor cerebri, false brain tumor. The symptoms are real and debilitating: severe headaches, double or blurred vision, nausea, dizziness, confusion, even permanent blindness or memory loss. Asterisk, what's worse is that many multivitamins already contain a full daily serving of vitamin A, but people like Eleanor, trying to stay healthy, unconsciously double or triple their dose by adding separate formulas for skin, eyes, or anti-aging. The upper safe limit for seniors is around 2,500 to 3,000 IU per day, and only then if advised by a doctor. But go online, and you'll find countless products ranging from 5,000 to 10,000 IU per capsule. It's taken daily for years. It's a slow-moving train wreck inside your body. Lenore is slowly recovering, but now she needs regular eye exams, spinal pressure checks, balance therapy just to maintain her independence. I thought I was helping myself, she told me. I never imagined I could be hurting my brain. That's why her story is important. Not to scare you, but to wake you up. Because when it comes to vitamin A, doing what seems healthy can backfire, especially if you're over 60. Niacin, the blood pressure bomb. If you thought eye supplements were dangerous, wait until you see what happens when a vitamin designed to protect your heart suddenly sends your blood pressure soaring. Keep watching, because what's coming could be even more shocking. You might have heard of niacin, vitamin B3. Maybe you've even been told it's good for your heart, that it helps clear cholesterol or boosts your energy. Sounds safe, right? It's in energy drinks, breakfast cereals, even prescribed by doctors in some cases. But here's what the glossy labels and friendly advice don't tell you. At high doses, niacin can silently hijack your blood pressure, stress your heart, and even trigger a stroke. Asterisk. Let me tell you about Mr. Logan Brooks. 80. He wasn't sick, but he didn't feel well. His face would flush as if he'd been in the sun too long. His heart pounded in his chest every morning. He felt dizzy, then fine, then dizzy again. His wife thought it was anxiety. His son blamed his blood pressure medication. But the truth was far more dangerous. Logan had been taking a heart-healthy supplement he'd picked up at the drugstore. The label on the front screamed, cholesterol support and circulation, but the back told a darker story. 1,000 milligrams of niacin per serving, and he was taking 2 servings a day. That's 2,000 milligrams daily, more than 60 times the amount most adults actually need, and that's where the damage began. Asterisk, here's what niacin does when it floods your system. First, it opens your blood vessels. That's why your skin gets red and warm. But then, just as quickly, those vessels snap back shut hard. That whipping effect sends your blood pressure soaring, stressing your heart and cutting off blood flow to your brain. Do this every day, and it's like tapping a wine glass with a hammer repeatedly until it cracks. Logan had a transient ischemic attack, mini stroke. His speech slurred for 2 minutes, then came back. He thought it was just a fluke. But I had to tell him that the very supplement he trusted, the one he thought was helping his heart, had been slowly putting his brain in jeopardy. Asterisk, and he's not alone. Thousands of seniors take high-dose niacin without knowing the risks. Even risks that can silently raise blood pressure, trigger irregular heartbeats, and destabilize blood sugar. Here's what you need to know. Anything more than 50 milligrams of niacin a day should only be taken under medical supervision. And if you have high blood pressure, heart rhythm issues, or are on blood thinners or diabetes medication, check your labels now. The dosage might be doing more than you bargained for. Logan is off niacin now. He's recovering, and thankfully has no permanent damage. But what he told me still echoes in my mind. Doctor, I thought I was doing everything right. I didn't know I was gambling with my brain. And maybe you didn't know either. But now you do. Asterisk, the brain's true fuel, real food. Not pills. Asterisk. We've just revealed 5 common vitamins that, despite their good reputation, can silently damage your brain. So the big question now is, if these supplements come with risks, what should I be doing instead? That's the question many people need to be asking, because here's the reality. Most doctors won't tell you. Your brain wasn't built for pills. It was built for real food. Whole, natural, nutrient-rich foods that your body can recognize, absorb, and utilize in the exact right amounts. Asterisk, let me tell you about Mrs. Olivia Bennett, 70. She came to me feeling frustrated. "I'm doing everything, right?" she said, as she showed me her supplement drawer. It was overflowing. Vitamin D for her bones, vitamin E for her heart, B-complex for energy, niacin for cholesterol, a multivitamin, and more for brain support. But despite her efforts, something was off. She felt groggy in the mornings. Her balance was off. Her blood pressure was creeping up. Her energy was low. It didn't add up until we looked at what her body was truly dealing with. She wasn't deficient, she was overloaded. So, we made a bold move. We cleared out the pills and started from scratch. No harsh diets, no expensive plans, just real food prepared at the right time, combined in harmony. Asterisk, here's what her new breakfast looked like: 1 hard-boiled egg for clean, easy-to-digest protein, half an avocado for healthy fats, 1 slice of whole grain toast for slow-burning fuel, a handful of blueberries packed with brain-protective antioxidants, a glass of room temperature, water to gently hydrate her brain after sleep. Sometimes she'd add walnuts or almonds, but nothing fancy. Yeah, just food, real, honest, nourishing food. And within weeks, the change was undeniable. Her dizziness was gone. Her blood pressure stabilized, her energy returned, and most importantly, her mind felt clearer than it had in years. Asterisk, why did it work? Because your brain doesn't need massive doses. It needs balance. It needs hydration. It needs healthy fats. It needs the right nutrients in their natural form, not compressed into pills that overwhelm your system. So, if you're over 60 and wondering what to eat for brain health, here's where to start. Asterisk leafy. Green vegetables like spinach and kale for folate and antioxidants. Asterisk fatty fish, like salmon and sardines for omega-3 sals. Asterisk berries, for anti-inflammatory polyphenols. Asterisk nuts and seeds, for vitamin E and magnesium. Asterisk whole grains, to stabilize blood sugar and improve circulation. Asterisk, these aren't just brain foods, they're healing tools. They support your memory, your heart, your bones, your mood, and your independence. Final thoughts. Listen to your body, but here's the ultimate message. At this age, every choice matters more. Your liver, your kidneys, your brain, they don't process medication the way they used to. Even healthy habits can silently backfire if you're not paying attention. You don't need to fear vitamins, but you do need to respect them. Read labels, ask questions, talk to your doctor, and most importantly, listen to your body, especially when it starts whispering that something's not right. Asterisk, if any part of this message spoke to you, leave a comment below. What's one change you're ready to make starting tomorrow? If this was helpful, hit the like button and share it with someone you love. And don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Senior Health today, where we learn, grow, and get stronger together. Because it's never too late to take back control of your health. Never.